Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, and this is Pittsburgh Unboxing. Let's see here, hold on. And by mistake, I ordered a second one. Let's put the video on. The authentic, the original, the one, the only. For those who wanted to see what the MacBook looks like. This is Kathy's MacBook, but it will be mine because I'm going to start paying her on the 1st. She is getting a 5K iMac, and my vision issues are such, and this Roku TV, I called 3 different agents. The third one had me get up, unplug everything, reset the TV, and I said, all I'm going to do is make it not less glaring because I can't see what's on the screen. If you connect it and go to YouTube or Paramount Plus or this free site that has a lot of John Wayne movies or Pluto TV, it works fine. But as a Mac monitor, it sucks. And I spent an hour trying to get into the settings and wore out my solar keyboard, ran out of power. This is the Westinghouse 4K UHD Roku TV is terrible. Don't buy one. The only reason I bought the Sony's going out, and when I get another Sony, I'll give this television to Kathy, and tell her do not connect it up to a Mac. But there is the MacBook Pro Retina display, so you can see it. Works fine. Kathy said it didn't work. That's because she left the lid up and she didn't have it plugged in. So, and I'll just get bear with me. My knees are hurting. Mama Cat and Kitten have been fed a number of times. They're wet cat food junkies. And Mama Cat keeps running in here, looking under the bed, looking in the kitchen, wondering. I think Kitten is a little freaked out too. They're going, where is Fluffy? My beloved cat who went off to die. So I'm very saddened by that, and nobody give me any grief in chat. Okay, we have here the other one I got earlier was the genuine MagSafe charger, but genuine does not mean Apple. Now hold on a minute. We have here 1,451,937 views, and excuse me. Let's see, where is it? It's here somewhere. That's not it. That's not it. Having trouble here. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's small. Whoa, that's small. Okay. There we go. Now I can maybe see the chat, but the other keyboard, I went nuts. Nothing's working on it. I'm going to try to. No, that's too small. I can't see this. Can't see the text. So I got as high as I can. So let me. Nope, nobody's in chat. Okay. I've done pretty much nothing today because other than cat being and sleeping. It was freezing cold here this morning. So we have here a genuine, official, real, not knockoff Apple. Let me move this out of the way because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, this is an Apple charger. MagSafe, 85 watts. And what I will do with this, I will plug it in after I get done here and make sure it works. But you have the Chinese knockoff, which works, and you have the official Apple. When this was all going on, I wanted Kathy to get, and she came over here. I said, make sure you bring the charger. I will. She didn't bring the charger. She brought with the, I call it the pull type I know it's not that. It's probably a 9-volt or a 5-volt. It's probably a charger for the modem. So I couldn't do anything. That's why I ordered 2 of these. One will stay in the bag. One will stay at home so it doesn't get lost. I'll be getting her a different bag and eventually getting her another MacBook. So, but this, let's see if this works. I've got the charger plugged into the MacBook. This is a 2015 Retina MacBook Pro, and eventually I will go and get someone to put new batteries in it. I know how to do it, but I'd be afraid I'd stab the batteries out of the knife. If you puncture the batteries, the chemicals will start to combust and burn, and you can start a bad fire. It's really dumb. It's got 5 batteries in it, and Apple, of course, glued them to the case. They're not permanently glued, but you have to do the one to the right first, and then the one to the left, and then the other 3. And they're really huge batteries. So I watch a lot of Mac videos, and this Roku TV, this Westinghouse, there really, other than glowing reviews, there are really no videos saying, you know, this is good or this sucks. And some of them just show the official content from Westinghouse or Roku and claim it's a review, which is a crock. It's not a review. It's showing it's pre-recorded garbage. Okay, are you going to go on now? There we go. Green light. Oh, it came off. Hold on. It's got a kink in the cord. It's a kinky cord. Okay. Do that kink. Don't want a kink in the cord. Always good to have another charger, another mouse, another whatever. There we go. So it's charging fine. And so I made a mistake yesterday. I put $19.99, but the Fluffy may have been older than 25 because I was feeding him for 5 years. And then 2 of the litter mates were being fed by a guy who moved in here, and well, my sinus have been going crazy for a couple days, and of course I'm very depressed over my baby boy because he slept me for 18 years, and when I moved in here, he adopted me, and I was feeding the other cats, and then I had brought little girl in and Fuzzy, and one guy gave Fuzzy antibiotics. She went in a shock and got run over, and little girl, the idiot downstairs, put antifreeze under the stairs, and a woman and another neighbor told him, knock it off. You're going to kill the animals that live here. Not just the raccoons, you're going to kill dogs and cats and whatever else is here. And he told them both to go F themselves and slam the door in their face. The guy was a nut. Well, little girl drank the antifreeze and showed up in my neighbor's home who loved little girl. She would hold little girl would knead, little girl would purr, little girl would wag her tail. And she took her to the vet, and she cried her eyes out. During the night, little girl died. So I had 2 cats of mine murdered. I've lost 8 cats that I've lived there. I've lost little girl, Fuzzy, Fluffy, Pinky the cat who ran away. We rescued him. It was 107 degrees in West Sacramento. He was dying of heat prostration. A trucker brought him. I asked the manager of the site. I did not. Trolls accused me. You stole somebody's cat. No, he didn't. Trucker brought him there. He hopped in the trucker's truck. The trucker went to the storage space. The cat hopped out, was sitting by the porta potty, dying because of the heat. He had no water. He had no food. Real cute, little black and little white, and I forget if he was black and white or not. Brought him here. He wasn't neutered, but the problem is Fluffy. He was sleeping in my pillow. Fluffy got jealous, started beating him up. So one night the door was open. We had a thunder and lightning storm, and Pinky got a little pink nose. That's why we call him Pinky. He got terrified, ran out the door. We never saw him again. Then I've had Orangey for 12 years. He finally got adopted. He was living by the creek. His owners abandoned him. And Trap Noodle Release told me he got a home finally, but he was too sick and he died a month later. And then Little Sweet Gray I had died. And then my beloved Boop, not here, but when I lived with Kathy, she died. My little cat died. I'm tired of cats dying. So we're going to go get me another cat. After the 1st of April, or before. We may do it the week before. Kathy will pay for it, then I have to pay her back. And the weekend of April, whatever it is, hold on. I'm not thinking very well right now because I'm too stressed out with all the garbage I got to deal with. The weekend of the 5th, yeah, I got invited to go to UFO Con, so I'm going to go to UFO Con. So, okay, now I get people coming in here. I am your biggest fan. They turn out to be trolls. So, I am not in the mood for any troll BS. You start making negative comments about Kathy, comments about my beloved Fluffy. Yeah, I know. Look, it took me an hour to get this thing to work so I could even see the screen because somehow the screen for Chrome opened up and I couldn't get it to lower. And I cannot see things well because this eye, the COVID vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine, made my hands, feet, fingers, and toes go numb. And I was told it would be temporary, a couple weeks or months, and it's been several years. I have to look at my wallet to see the shot record. And it's still going on. I dropped my iPad, my eyeball, and I broke this cataract lens. When I fell in the street in November or December, I have to check with the ER, and landed on my nose, I broke the left cataract lens, so I can't see small print. The new TV sucks as a monitor. So, because what it does, it took me, I called 3 agents. The first one was, first or second was an absolute idiot. And the other problem is there's a language barrier. They hire, I don't know if they hire Filipinos, if they hire Vietnamese, they hire Chinese, but they can't understand English. And the one made me get up, go over there, unplug the connection to the Blu-ray player, which works fine, unplug the connection to the computer, which is not so good because of the way they do it. On the Sony I had, or have, it's in the bedroom, you just hit brightness, blah, 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 and everything is normal. On this thing, it's normal, dark, darker, and then you have a secondary menu which you use by pushing the, I don't know where the damn remote is right now, somewhere. You push the button on the Roku remote with the star button, and you go down, and you have to find the alternative one, and that's the one I needed. Took me an hour. So, no, I don't think it's from Bangladesh because they have a Asian accent, but it's not India. It's somewhere China, Korea, Vietnam, Philippines. It has that sing-song lilt to their language, and you tell them something and they don't understand you. And it drives me crazy. And that's not a racist thing. It's just, I tell them something, like one thing they'll do, they all apologize, and then they all say, Mr. George, Mr. Anthony. My first name is Anthony. I hate my first name. I always hate it. It's a long story. But you can't get them to understand what you're talking about. And you get people, I called a guy to Amazon about a month ago and I got me 55,000 Fetch points. And he doesn't understand this is not a physical gift card. It's from Fetch. And they give you a $50 gift card to Amazon. I spent an hour on the phone with that guy. And they don't hire Americans. Okay. Well, I figured out about 90% of it. This thing is cranked up with Control Plus as high as it goes. I can't see the small print. But what happens with this television is it makes the brightness so bright that it wipes out the text. And I realized I didn't. I luckily, there's always a good thing to keep more keyboards out and mice. But I gave all my G3 keyboards to Kathy, and she denies it. I saw them; they were filthy. She spills food. She eats at the computer table. She spills food and coffee and soda and water on the keyboards and kills them. And they used to be like $20. Now they're like as much as $75. So I don't know what condescending means. So without computer, what's condescending?
When someone is being condescending, they are displaying a patronizing attitude that implies a descent from a position of dignity or superiority. This behavior can often come across as dismissive or belittling, and it can be perceived as insulting or humiliating by the recipient.
No, I don't think they're
Condescension is a form of
condescending. They're
verbal
just
abuse that can be
stupid.
highly damaging and can damage relationships.
Hold on. What does Kathy, I can't read that, do on the internet? She watches YouTube a lot. She looks up, I will be drinking some brewski. Well, I don't drink much. Although, with Fluffy dying, my not getting my knee surgery because of the toe is fine, but my doctor has me put this stuff on because she says I have athlete's foot. And then I got a thing from the lab. We want a stool sample and a urine sample. But I can't read the paperwork. Because I can't see the damn paperwork because the print's too small. So I have to call them up on Monday. What do I do with this? You gave me the thing that sits in the toilet. You gave me this little tube. I'm not sure if I put the urine in it or the other stuff in it. And the other problem is I'm only going to the bathroom with not urinating. I'm doing great with urinating because I drink coffee, tea, hot chocolate, water. I should have roller skates going to the bathroom. But I'm only doing the other thing about every 3 days. But I don't know what the hell to do with the stool sample. So I'm going nuts here. Losing my mind. Mama Cat, when Fluffy was here, she loved Fluffy. She nuzzled Fluffy. She rubbed against Fluffy. She loved Fuzzy. She loved Little Girl. And she would get on the bed and go to sleep. And now she's not because where's Fluffy? And I feel very sad for her. So, but I feel like drinking. If I got offered, but they drink Pacifica, and I don't like Pacifica. The Mexicans were tiny one's fine. Mama Kid is fine. Kitten is fine. They offered me a beer last night. No, I'm not up to beer. I just need to pour some cognac into my coffee or my hot tea and drink it and go to sleep. I also did a video earlier. I got a free $90 phone yesterday. I took that to Safeway and I did an unboxing video for the channel members, and you can become a channel member for $3.99 or $6.99 a month where you see content not on the regular channel. It works fine. I can see the screen, but it's very weird because they wanted to sell me another one, a Samsung, and I will not buy anything made by Samsung because they do not want right to repair. Well, there's a problem with Patio, so I don't buy Samsung. Apple is finally moving toward right to repair somewhat, and Luke Biani found a way with another guy. I can't remember his name. They figured out how to put NANDs, or whatever they're called, the memory chips in Silicon Mac Minis, and then you can desolder them with an electron microscope almost, and then you put the new ones in, and you increase the memory instead of Apple's chintzy 64 meg or 128 meg of memory, whatever it is. You cannot change the hard drives, though. They're set into stone. So you have to get an external hard drive. And I watch a lot of Mac videos. So now, As for Patty, we don't know what's going on with Patty because I was talking to her on Wednesday and she said I'm having trouble charging my crappy Android phone, my words, and then the phone went dead. She told me earlier that she had going to go out to, I said, go to T-Mobile there, the cable girl, go to Staples and or Walmart and get a charging cable for the damn thing. And then we got her have a blessed day, whatever that's supposed to mean. And then, what if I'm having a crappy day? I want to have a blessed day. I've never understood that. Have a nice day. Yeah, well, I hope you have a nice day, but I feel terrible. So where's my terrible day comment? But anyway, um, tried to call her, got that, and then we got service is not in order. And then I dialed another time, and I got zero zero. What am I, a Spanish James Bond movie here? So that was very strange. Uh, well, I've been telling people online who've lost their animals on X and in YouTube. I said, so it's what I usually say, and that's the absolute truth. It's how I feel. I've had 30 cats or maybe more. I've lost track. I've had a lot of cats in 47 years. So sorry for your loss and your baby. You gave them a good life. You gave them love. Adopt when ready because there is a baby out there waiting to give you love and get love. And there are lots of kitties or dogs waiting to have a new home and a new person that they can love. And particularly older cats and older dogs because people tend to not adopt older dogs or cats. And when I do adopt a cat, I will get an older cat. I miss one thing about Fluffy. I loved Fluffy and Little Girl and Fuzzy because of their long, fuzzy tails. All my other cats had short fur. Used to love petting tails. So I've had 30. I have one cat. The first four cats, my first girlfriend Julie, will you watch very sweetly? Will you watch my cats for a week when I go to Oregon? A man who knew nothing about cats, but I was deeply in love with her. Okay. And then some cat got in the apartment. Instead of 4, we had 15. It was Pregnant City. While we were gone one day, we had the window open. And got a home problem, but I can't remember the fourth cat's name, which would drive me crazy. But I could run down all the cats. But I need a kitty for emotional reasons. I have the emotional support letters for Fluffy, Little Girl, Fuzzy, Mama Cat, and Kitten. But the problem is, after 14 years, Kitten is still frightened if I look at her. She runs down the stairs or runs down the balcony. I have made an ersatz home for them. And when I go to reach to pet her, oh my God, he's petting me. Run away, run away. And Mama Cat does the same thing. But she does keep coming in there. She comes in here, runs under the bed, comes out of the bed, runs around the corner, goes in the kitchen. She's looking for Fluffy. And she doesn't understand why her beloved Fluffy, she loved Fluffy very much. And she felt safe with Fluffy on the bed. She would get on the bed finally and go to sleep. And for weeks she wouldn't get on if I was on the bed, but she finally went to sleep on the bed. So, no, I don't know anything about any documentary, so please don't bring up any BS documentary. There is no documentary. I'm going to remove that comment. I would never agree to that unless they paid me $10,000 and they pay the taxes. That's my minimum fee. Don't buy a Black and Decker coffee maker. It leaves coffee grounds in the coffee. It's very strong coffee. Take the paint off your deck. I've been burned by we'll get us on our podcast. There won't be any trolls, and after an hour, they let a major troll on from the evil site Belgab, Sewer Gab, as I call it. Fake podcasting works. people that want to harass Kathy, me, harass my late mother. I'm tired of it. I've been doing this I'm going into 15 years now, and I'm tired of evil people, evil trolls screwing up my life. I've done nothing wrong, and I had two come in into Gmail claiming to be the ghost of Fluffy Cat and some other crap. I'll report them to Gmail. So, yeah, I figure if you want to do a documentary on my life, now I would say there are certain things I would not wish to divulge for personal reasons, and I had the civilian equivalent of shell shock, PTSD, for years. There's things I can't remember. I'd had to hypnotize. And there is some evidence, I think, from this year that I had an implant in my ear. Because for years I had a hard mass in my left ear that kept, no matter what I did to it, it would not go away. And then one day it was gone. And someone at AlienCon said, "You've been abducted. You just don't want to admit it to yourself. It's in your subconscious." And I said, "Well, how would I know?" you know. But maybe that's why I've been fascinated with UFOs since I was 5. But I figure if you want to do a legitimate documentary of me, and I'm going, why would anybody do a documentary of a overweight old guy doing videos in his living room? I don't get it. What's so fascinating? Any documentary, if they're trolls, is going to be slanderous and lying and, besmirching my reputation and maybe Kathy's. And by the way, I will ask you to bear with me. My shoulder is killing me. I've torn this rotator cuff 3 times. When I lifted the Sony and put it in the bedroom, and now you're supposed to have 2 people help you with the TV, and I'll get another TV. I'm getting 2 people to help me with the TV. I'm holding on to the Roku. Ow, God, that hurts. And this guy knocks on the door. "I'm from weatherization." "Fine, turn the rain off. It's making me sick." He said, I didn't think of that at the time. I just thought of that. "I want to talk about your digital meters." What do I know from digital meters? What am I? Electronics engineer? And blah, 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 blah. "Sir, I'm holding on to a television with one hand, trying to keep from dropping it while I'm trying to plug everything in on the other hand. This is not the time." And he went on and on. I said, "Sir, go away. Come back another time. I'm busy." And so holding on to that TV may have torn my rotator cuff a 4th time. My arm hurts like hell. Now, let's see if I can see what you're saying here. You got emails from... Yeah. Well, they did that about my mother, too. They sent emails about my mother, so... I am overweight. I weigh 290 pounds, but it's far cry from 385 when I fell on Bart, our local subway, 18 years ago, and landed on both knees and shattered the right one and broke the left one and didn't know they were shattered. I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. Don't don't go to the doctor. Have them take you to the hospital. Then you can sue Bart. I'd be a rich man today. The escalator ate my shoe and I went flying. The first thing people ask when you fall, and I've fallen several times, they go up to you and you go, "Are you all right?" You're lying face down going, "Yes, I'm all right. I love throwing myself in the street. I love throwing myself in the subway platform to smell the aromas and the odors of unwashed feet and chewing gum and tobacco and spilled soda. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm fine." "No, of course not all right. I'm lying here and can't move. Hello?" So, oh, God. Yeah. Well, you keep saying you're doing things that I do, so I don't know if that's genuine or not. However, I fell off a ledge putting Christmas lights I had a fall where I tore the rotator cuff, I picked up, of all things, cat litter. My doctor said, don't lift everything over 20 pounds, so I took a jug of 20 pounds of cat litter and did something to the rotator cuff again. So, I don't know how many achievements I've had. I mean, I've got, a lot of subscribers. I've got a few channel members. I've got 6,200 plus videos. My videos are on Coast to Coast AM. They sabotaged that by harassing Premier Radio Network and George Norrie. They've sabotaged any effort I had to monetize myself and make money at this. Not a ton of money, but enough to feed the cats every day, so I don't have to spend $80 a month or more on cat. $30 a month to feed Fluffy, his favorite fancy feast, and probably 80 cans or more of Friskies a month to feed Mama Cat, Kitten, Tiny One, Gray. When I was feeding Orangey, I was feeding 6 cats a day for 12 years. Help me feed the cats. And no one comes in here and ever donates to Super Chat. Now mix until Fuzzy started throwing up with. I bought Kirkland. All the cats threw up at Kirkland from Costco. I had Friskies. Fuzzy was throwing up at Friskies. I had Hairball Control. She almost stopped throwing up. I switched to chicken of Iams, and Iams is very expensive. I haven't looked at cat food prices, dry cat food, if they've gone down. The inflation rate has gone down by half. Trump promised to fix inflation. He says the price of crude has gone down, except in California, where Gavin Newsom and the communistas in the state legislature hate the internal combustion engine. They want everybody to ride public transit, which sucks. So, you can go where you want to with a car. So I will show you the new 5K iMac when I go to Kathy's. And then she'll have a nice 2015. I think it's 2015. It's 5K. And the only thing I don't like about Apple, other than constantly making their Macs obsolete, is that Steve Jobs and now Tim Cook, for some reason, Steve Jobs hated Blu-ray. And I have over 100 Blu-ray movies. It would be nice to watch a movie on my Mac. Let's see, time ratio. Yeah. Yeah, they destroyed that opportunity. I was supposed to be getting, my channel is something. Why your bot service? What? Okay. Troll time. Troll time. Troll alert. Troll alert. Harassing me. Troll alert. Troll alert. Hi, troll. Bye, Mort. I don't understand this. On principle, on reflection, on logic, on emotional basis. Why would you say your channel is bad? Why would you come in and watch the channel if it's so bad? I don't get it. I watch good channels, or I don't watch crappy channels. I go, do not give me this channel again, YouTube. Which, like many things, that's water, by the way, but many things do not work. So, but they called up Premier Radio Networks and said I was a con man, a thief, I beat my girlfriend, and God knows what else. An active campaign out in January of whatever year it was. I still kept the check stubs because they were paying me $100 per video every 2 months. I've never understood that either. Too much to pay me. And I only had 3 videos, but Tom Danizer, George's producer, said in the beginning of January of that particular year, make 8 videos in advance, we'll run them all, and that way we'll have a backlog. Great. 2 weeks later, he called me after the trolls did their evil work, said, we don't need your videos anymore, we want to go in a different direction. And that was the end of Coast to Coast for me, and there was active number of fans who were telling George and Coast to have me on as a substitute host on the weekend. And well, the alien heads. Now, I have an expensive power bill for 2 reasons. I'm running 2 refrigerators, a small one and a big one, but also because the California PUC, which rubber stamps every request by Pacific Gas and Electric and this other weird provider that's here in Martinez, they keep jacking up the electric rates. PG&E is one of the highest electric rate utilities in the United States and probably also in California. And 2 years ago, my bill was $30 a month. It's now $100. And the other thing is, of course, they also have the highest paid executive in the country. The chairman of PG&E gets $50 million a year for doing what? I don't know. And then I see ads on the new Roku. When I watch Paramount Plus or this channel that has a lot of John Wayne movies, I stayed up watching John Wayne for 2 nights after Fluffy died. They run PG&E commercials telling you how to read your bill. Well, I under bright light, I can see my bill. I don't need help reading it. I need help paying it. Now, I can't see this. No, I wouldn't have been a billionaire. I would have been comfortable. And if I thought about the apartment building, which I still plan to do, if my credit isn't. Another thing, trolls tried to get me evicted several years ago. I'd have to go back and look at my channel when they tried to get me evicted. They harassed, I'm on public housing. I'm on SSI. They harassed the manager above her, and the director of housing tried to get me thrown out of my apartment. They harassed my late mother on the phone. They harassed Kathy with sex calls. Let's see. I can't read that. Hold on. I don't know if you can crank up the chat or not. Oh, it goes up, but it didn't. There we go. Answer Belgium or someone. Breaking news. And one thing about YouTube, unfortunately, they don't pay regular people for news stories. You can't monetize them. They'll pay Fox, CNN, and MSNBC. But, by the way, this is the genuine charger. This is not Apple. But you know, we say we're genuine. That means it's real and authentic and all that. And this is not, but it works. So I'll probably keep the Apple charger at home and take the genuine, quote, unquote, in the bag. But, yeah, I should have sponsors. They constantly say I beat my girlfriend. She has bruises on her face from sleeping on her side. They said I kill cats. I'm a child molester. I'm a what's the other, pedophile? God, I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. God knows what else. They even called my mother and told her. My mother was a lifelong. When she came to America, she came, of all things, an FDR Democrat. And they said, I listened to Rush Limbaugh and I watched Fox News. That made her mad because she had Nancy Pelosi, Dianne Feinstein, and Barbara Box over for coffee. She knew them. She knew a lot of very important people in San Francisco. And I couldn't stand Dianne Feinstein. Still can't. She's dead. And, of course, Nancy Pelosi has done nothing for San Francisco. Well, Coinbase closed my account for some ungodly reason. I didn't do anything wrong with it. I made $500 in Coinbase in 1 month. They give you sign up for Coinbase. They give you free crypto. By the way, on the floor when I moved the fan today to go to the TV, I found one of the pieces of the toolkit that does not work. It bounced out of the tools. As soon as I find the other piece, I'm going to return it. I already got the refund. Got this Mac toolkit with these little bits that this is some Chinese piece of garbage, Chinese made. And it came out of a little holder and bounced on the floor. But when you put the little screwdriver end, or what do you want to call it, the thing would not stay in there, and it bounced on the floor too. So this is a piece of garbage. You got to get the iFixit thing. I know how to fix everything on a Mac. I could tear apart the radio right here and rebuild it, but I can't see anything right now. Well, I have a theory about YouTube. They claim that I have they need to get rid, and they won't. And I've asked YouTube employees in chat, why do you have this BS lying estimated earnings crap? In 14 years, they claim I've made $3,850. I've never made that much, ever. Put the real earnings for lifetime on there, and the real earnings per month. But I have a theory that small providers, they're siphoning off money like the USAID to the deep state, to crooks, because YouTube is run by leftists. Yeah, of course the trolls are happy on Boss McCat. They're evil. Normal people do not rejoice in someone's personal misfortune, misery, or anguish. Normal people are nice. Trolls are inherently insane and evil. They've threatened to go to Kathy's house and rape her and kill me at gunpoint. I had one troll named Area 51 Drone who was my friend, but who was recording my phone calls and publishing on my Belgab. And no, I don't want to. Right now, Tesla is not the thing to get, because there's a video I haven't watched yet where they say that Trump is going to give them all 20 years for setting fires to Teslas and Tesla trucks. And last night when I was feeding Tiny One, this truck came down the street and looked very scary with this. It reminded me of not the new one. I've never seen the new one. Battlestar Galactica with the Cylons with the LED going back and forth. And all you saw were two headlights and this white bar coming around, and it was very noisy. Although when I've ridden in a Tesla once with Tico Taco, Tony, and the Geark, and you can't hear anything. It's dead quiet. Although I had trouble getting in and out of the car because it's so low, I had trouble getting up. And I had trouble buckling the seatbelt. But, yeah, there's a Discord server, but I got told that you have to be invited. But they have a Discord server started by the evil little Chris, who also started the George Senda unauthorized slander page. He called it a fan page. It's not. But in any event, this thing came around the corner, and I said, my God, what is that? It's scary looking. I'd never seen one at night, and I've never, that's the first time I saw one actually being driven. It was a Tesla truck, but they're setting fire to them. And wait a minute, you are not part of my email list under that name, so I don't know who you are, because I don't have anybody called I'm your biggest fan. Well, there's the question of that. The problem with that is, one, you have to sue in federal court. The minimum to sue somebody in federal court for slander is $7,000. I'm a little short right now. I've already talked to a law firm that does this. They go after trolls. They go after trolls online. They go after slanderers and libelers and God knows what else. But it costs a lot of money, which I don't have. I don't have anybody named Mike either. So there is no Mike in my email list. So quit lying, please. So I'm going to remove that comment. And I'm going to remove that comment. And I'm going to put you in a timeout, because you're not telling the truth. I'll be nice. I'll give you a 5-minute timeout. There you go. But they've been going to Tesla dealers and burning the private cars of Tesla owners. And someone, Gutfeld, said last night, isn't it amazing? Or someone said on the Gutfeld panel that Elon Musk was a darling of the left. Now they want to set fire to his dealerships. It's absolutely insane. So, I thought you were referring to the cat food. I didn't realize that was your name, Yelmix. I'm sorry. Told you I can't see anything. I can't use a word when you begins with F. S, I mean. So, by the way, I'm walking around. I'm coming back from beating time one night, and all of a sudden I couldn't get out of bed. Wrong song. I started humming, and then I started singing the theme from Mighty Mouse. Where did that come from? I watched too much Captain Kangaroo. So, here I come to save the day. It means the Mighty Mouse is on the way. But I couldn't remember the whole thing. Dragging up from childhood in my brain, things from 50 years ago. I can't remember what day it is, but I can remember the Mighty Mouse theme or the Underdog. Ooh. So the movie bombed, but I thought it was cute. Let's see if I could. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. That's the closest I can do to Wally Cox. So I keep clearing my throat all the time. There's something wrong with his throat. So I have no mic. I have an email with, and I'm very distressed now. A couple days late, Top Cat sent me an email saying how sorry it was that Fluffy was gone, and Paul told me and Kathy told me, and I talked to the mass spoofer on the phone. She was very sorry. She knows how much I love Fluffy, and she has a cat, the wonderful Harley. And people on Lucky Phil said they were sorry about Fluffy. Her mama cat, Stella, of the original 4, she has 11 cats now, is in the emergency room and was not eating. And she went to one place, they were terrible, and she took it to another place. Something like form-free emergency room. Never take your cat to the form-free emergency room. She went to another facility. Each cat has her own little room. She talked to Stella. She had Stella for, I don't know, maybe 11 years. Stella had kittens in her backyard, and the wonderful black cat Boo is the father, and her splashy kitten, who's full grown now, loves his mama. And if she dies, God forbid, Splashy will be devastated. They cuddle together, they sleep together. It's very cute. Splashy has a big black triangle on his nose. And I've been watching her channel, but I've sent her stuff. I've sent her cat food and napkins and plastic bags because they're banned in New Jersey, and little gifts for her, and hot chocolate and dark chocolate. And they're like family because I watch all their videos. So I've also sent Spoop stuff. I have stuff to send Spoop. I just send Spoop. I don't have the money to send it to her yet. I will. So I don't have a driver's license. That's another problem right now. Long story with that. Someone at the DMV years ago overheard me saying to Kathy, I had pain in my leg. I had pain went down my leg. I didn't know it was sciatic nerve pain. I said it hurt so bad I thought I had a effing stroke. And the woman goes, driver had stroke. Reported to the medical department, DMV, they suspended my license without a hearing. And they said, you have to have a doctor certify you've not had a stroke or a heart attack. My 2 doctors certified that. I sent a letter to the DMV. Then they sent a book-length novel asking all my medical conditions, but they wouldn't unsuspend me. So I'm not licensed for 16 years. And I was started with the state senator who became a congressman. They were working on it to get me my license back, and they became a congressman. I moved out of the district. There's no one going to bat for me, and I would like to drive a car. If I can see to drive a car before I die, it would be nice. Get my damn license back. So that's the problem with California. Once they get their claws on you, any bureaucracy in California, they get their power and then they will not relinquish it. And that DMV department should be abolished or reformed. Pity Elon Musk isn't running the DMV in California. So, and I haven't gotten any super chat except for spoof for a better part of a year. I used to get quite a lot. So don't lie and say your name is Mike. I have no one named Mike on my email list, to the best of my knowledge. No one said Mike. So don't tell me your name is Mike. You're on my email list or stuff like that. I sent emails to about 13 people, didn't get a single reply. A long email about Fluffy and the history of Fluffy, fuzzy little girl. I was very upset. So, you don't come in and lie on my channel, period. And you don't lie about what you do with me. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'll kick you off the channel. Because there's no reason to lie. I don't lie to people. I forget stuff. I got a bad memory now thanks to COVID, and they lied about that. And there's a video out there. They have more proof that the evil Dr. Fauci. We should have a new movie, The Island of Dr. Fauci. And they have more proof that he bioweaponized COVID. Gave $800 million to the Wuhan weapons lab to turn COVID from non-lethal to lethal, just to get back. Okay, see, here he goes. Why do you hit your girlfriend? I knew you were a troll. I don't hit my girlfriend, you. There's a Jewish word, I mean, Yiddish word, schmuck. You loser. So, bye. Bye, troll. Kathy's done at least 30 videos saying the bruise in her face from sleeping on her side on her pillow. They are not caused by hitting her. I've never hit her, except in fun. We play in the car. We play kind of a patty cake thing. And we get, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, back and forth. And every once in a while it gets out of hand. She hits too hard or I hit too hard. But we haven't had a car in 5 years. I'm not doing that either. So, anybody who says to hit my girlfriend is a liar and a troll. And should go to hell. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of losing my temper. I'm just tired of all the BS. I got enough aggravation with my foot, and my knee, and my girlfriend, and my cat dying, and trying to pay off debt. Trying to get Mama Cat and Kitten to be babies. I got full pets from Kitten today, several full, and she'd not run away. Normally she paws at me. But they won't come in here because there's no Fluffy. And I don't know what to do about it. So I'm going to go get another cat. One that needs a home and love. I got to do more cleaning in here. I don't have anybody to help me most of the time. I got to do it, and then my knees start swelling up. The right knee, the cartilage is gone, but it still hurts like hell. All right, with banning another, it seems like every video I banned another troll. So I'm going to go. Have a great night. Stay warm, stay dry, stay hydrated, stay safe, and watch out for crossing trolls in the troll crossing. And you have to make the sign of the cross when you deal with a troll. If you're not a Christian, I'm not sure what you'd do. I want Elon Musk to round up all the trolls on YouTube and send them to Mars. Or better still, the moon. Oh, we forgot to give you a spacesuit. We're sorry. That'll be on the next rocket. Got to bring you oxygen, too. We're sorry. Just hold your breath. It'll be here in about a week. See you later. Bye-bye. Death to trolls.